world right now. But I mean, they all come together great, and then they all come together again, and they all come together again, and it's like, okay, I don't know. There were some really great scenes and great moments. I just felt like it was just so much hype that people are just going to see it for like all the action and all the hype. I like the individual stories so much better. Maybe it's the character development and you're getting their backstories. I think that part is really fun too, because you're really getting to know them. And that was something when I was picking out, I was like, okay, if I had to just pick one out of the Iron Man series or just one out of the Captain America, I tend to lean towards the first one out of all of them, except for Thor. So I think that's probably part of it too, is I just love that initial character development and how they became who they are, rather than let's throw in a bunch of people and a bunch of action in this like really mega story that if you do it in 40x, you're going to be covered in water and shooken about. So I think that's probably my reasoning behind it.
It's funny, it's such an amazing argument, because I totally agree with you. I totally agree that there's something really special about character development, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting for them to discover powers and what it means. So I actually 100% agree with you. But unfortunately, I am a guy that loves it when they all get together and they kick some ass. That final scene of Endgame is incredible. It makes me want to cry, explode with glee, and it's just like the best thing ever. They all rock up into the shot. You know, it's all in a line. It's just, heaven. But 100% agree with you. I know I don't have many first ones in there, but Captain America Winter Soldier was very character driven. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, very character driven, as they introduced them all. Black Panther, come on, that's like out of all of them, the ultimate. We'll talk about that in a second. The ultimate character driven arc. Civil War, to a certain extent, that was just me being cheesy. I love seeing my heroes take each other on like that. It's quite cool. Spider-Man No Way Home is like literally the epitome of he's a human, and he's going through some really messed up stuff there, and I think we can relate. And Iron Man 2, he had to really, once everyone knew who he was, it was really, the world wanted all of him, but he also needed to save the world, and it was just really cool. So I'm kind of on the same page, but not quite. But yeah, Black Panther, like, let's have a look. Was it just you and me? Let's have a look. I think it is just you and me. I'm very surprised that we're the only two. I know it's known to be, it was very different. It was politically driven, you know, pretty much all black cast, and it was a very different approach. But actually, the actual story was different. It was just totally a different vibe to what a hero could be. And yeah, the hardship and the burden of being a hero too. So yeah, I'm wondering why the others haven't done that. What are your thoughts on Black Panther 2? Because obviously it stood out a lot for many reasons. Maybe people didn't like it because it was nominated and it was trying to be really different, and maybe that was rejected slightly because of that. What do you think?
Maybe. I know there's some people who think, it gets a lot of awards, they don't, but then there's a lot of people who are on the bandwagon, like, if it gets a lot of awards, it must be amazing. I loved how different it was. I loved the cultural aspect and just this, like, idea of, what I loved about Black Panther is, like, you had this whole culture and community that, like, supported each other and grew with each other and was a part of all of this, where a lot of the times you see in these movies, like, people are individuals fighting for a cause and they're trying to save the whole world. But with Black Panther, it felt like their whole world was supportive of it. So even in the movie when he lost, right, they're like, this is our way, like, this is how we do things, and we now have to honor and respect it. And it was just so cool to see how strong those dynamics were for the whole group, not just the one individual. And then you still got to see how that one individual grew as well.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. The scenes with the in the water, and then they had all the cliffside, didn't they? And they have all different parts of the community, and you even have like different tribes, didn't you, within the community too? And eventually they would have to work together the ultimate way. And I don't know, I thought it was really cool. And I think it's something that a non-Marvel person could watch in isolation and maybe get away with just watching that, and then they're done, which I think is testament to it too. As far as the arc and how it all fits in, I'm guessing Max Meg will know a lot more about that, and he'll be able to set us straight on how much it fitted in to all of that. But to be fair, there's like 30 films we had to pick from. We've all done our best here today. But yeah, shortly we're going to find out the ultimate list from this. But let's find out, as we've been talking about it, I had a little look up on the most beloved characters. So let's see if it kind of, what they've said here resonates with what's actually happened for us as we voted. So here we go. Several Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero characters have garnered immense love from fans worldwide. Among the most beloved are Iron Man, portrayed by Robert Downey Jr., Captain America, Chris Evans, and Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Iron Man particularly stands out as his charismatic performance and wit have endeared him to audiences, playing a pivotal role in launching the MCU. Yeah, if Iron Man didn't work, then what would happen next? But it nailed it, and it was like, what a characters do you have? So, genius. Do you like Iron Man, Tony Stark? Are you a fan?
I think Robert Downey Jr. was made to be Iron Man. He just so perfectly embodied that character through all the movies. 100% could not imagine anyone else being cast as Iron Man. I think of all the characters, there's a lot of really great people paired with their character, but of all of them, Robert Downey Jr. he is Iron Man. It's amazing.
It's true, it's hard to know when he's saying that because it's him, but I think there's something about it, like it was meant to be. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? Now let's take a look at Chris Evans. So Chris Evans, as we know, when Captain America's done well just on all these lists, so Chris Evans' embodiment of Captain America is a symbol of virtue and heroism and has earned him critical acclaim, with his portrayal resonating deeply with fans. So again, I guess someone else could have played Captain America, but there's something about his character that needs a very particular kind of vibe that the actor has to bring to it. He's not meant to be funny, he's meant to be hardcore, but we also need him to know that with Carter and stuff, Peggy Carter? That he wants to be in love, and he has love, and obviously everything that happened with his friend, the Winter Soldier and everything. So I don't know, I think he does this perfect thing of emotional side of the style of the character, mixing with hardcore, but not being too over the top silly like Thor, who has to be very over the top. What are your thoughts there with Chris Evans in that role?
I think that's a really great explanation and example of it, because you're right, it goes back to the first Captain America, right, when he was this just like scrawny little kid, but he had this big heart and big soul, and he just wanted to serve, and how even though he became this, super fit and strong guy to carry the shield of America, he still